How's it going, guys? Today we will be going over another question, and today our question is called grouped anagrams, and this is currently being asked by Amazon. Okay guys, so today we're going over grouped anagrams. This is one of Amazon's most frequently asked questions according to LeetCode, and our problem description says, given an array of strings, group anagrams together. So this is pretty general, right? It's pretty straightforward. The thing that you really need to know is what is an anagram, right? So an anagram is really just two words that can be rearranged to look like each other. Simple as that. So what that really translates to is just do those two words have the same of each character, the same count of each character. So let's quickly go through an example. So our example here is eat, tea, tan, ate, Naughton, bat. So if we were given this list and we had to group these anagrams, the groupings would be ate, eat, tea, Naughton, tan, and bat. And so the real key to this problem, guys, is just realizing that ate, tea, and eat all look the same when they're actually sorted. And so what that tells us is if we can go through all of these words, sort each of the words, and then somehow group those words together if they look the same when they're sorted, we basically solve this problem. So I propose that what we could do for the solution is we can go through all these words, sort each of the words, and then somehow keep track of, okay, this sorted word maps to this group of words. So in this case, right, it would be A, E, T would be the sorted word or sorted version for each of these words. And we would just say, okay, so for each of these words, we're going to sort them. And then C, does it map to something in our map? And if it does, we will add it to the list for that mapping in the map. So that's really all we have to do. So the first thing we can do is create our return value. So we're going to say list of strings, and we'll call this our grouped anagrams, because that's what's going to represent. And they'll set this equal to a new array list. Now, the next thing we need is a map, right? So we need to keep track of, okay, this sorted word maps to these anagrams. So to do that, we'll just make a hash map from string to list of strings. We'll call this map equals new hash map. And now we said we're just going to go through all our words and sort each of the words and then do some additional logic, so let's start doing that. So we'll say for string current in our strings. And now what we're going to do is just to get the characters of the current word. So we're going to say characters current equals new, equals current dot, I meant to call this characters. So characters equals current dot to char array. And the reason why we're doing this, guys, is so that we can actually sort those characters now. So we're going to say arrays dot sort, and we'll pass it the characters. And now all we need to do is actually cast that back into a string or convert that back into a string. And now we'll have the sorted string. So we'll say string sorted equals new string, and now we're going to pass it the characters because they're sorted. So awesome. So now we have the current word in sorted version, and now we just said we need to check our map to see if we already have found a word that has the same sorted characters. And if it does, we need to add it to that list of words, right? Because that's a group of anagrams. And if it doesn't, we need to account for it so that maybe one of the next words we find has the same sorted characters. So we're going to say if our map does not contain our key sorted, then we actually need to add a new array list for that mapping, right? So we can say map.put the sorted word that we're on with a new array list. And then after this check, all we need to do is actually add our current word to that sorted list, right? So we could say map.put map.get sorted, which is what we just added, dot add, right? So now we're in the list associated with that sorted word, and we're going to add our current word to that grouping. So now once this loop finishes, all we need to do is really add all the values, right? All the lists to our grouped anagrams, and then we can return those. So we could just say grouped anagrams dot add all, and we could just say map.values. And then all we have to do is return our grouped anagrams. And that should take care of it. Awesome, and it does. So guys, this is how to solve grouped anagrams in Java. This is one of Amazon's most frequently asked questions according to LeetCode. If you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful, do me a favor, leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you guys next time.